Okay, and let's sit down. Another day, another Sunday at least for you guys. For me, it's daily yoga session. Yeah. So sit straight, back straight. Breathe in through your nostrils. Concentrate from your base of your spine, sacrum. Ah, then oo in the chest area. Then nasal. Yeah. So akar, ukar, makar. वाचिक उपांसिक मानसिक jagrat swapna sushupti turiya. Okay, so the universe is the sound of is om. That's the sound. So we imbibe within us as we go onto the path of becoming intuitive, knowing your true self beyond these five senses, the five receiving senses, five action, the mind, and beyond that, that which you are, to be that level, to observe everything else. The senses, what they see, is not that those senses are saying. There's some behind that, the interpretation of what's happening. Because it's just photons, which is the waves of sound that you hear, the taste, or the touch. So even beyond the thoughts, your mind. So you become the observer of all that is. So this is all within Ved, Upanishads, Yog Shastra, and very nicely described by Krishna to Arjuna in Gita. Okay, so breathe. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. All right, thanks again for joining. All right, so body, what do you do after your body? Exercise head to toe. Your body weight is the best weight for you as a person. What you should use? Exercise. What should we do with the mind? You need to control your thoughts. 60, 70,000 thoughts a day will destroy you. And most of the time you're programmed into a negative thought state from waking. And then it gets really, really compounded by a whole day of negativity is usually mainly. So what do you for that? You will do breathing exercises. Then your third, the true self that you are, that who you really are before the programming of the family values, the religions that came in, and the prevailing society impressions. Who you are is beyond that. Finding that is dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Right? So this yoga is fusion of this mind, body, thoughts, emotions into the true self that you are is always there, is the driver. So once you reach there, everything is within you. You are part of the creation itself. Otherwise, by default, we keep doing things in a random manner. And randomness usually has requires a lot of hard work to achieve anything in life. But when you become part of the source, have that energy, then whatever you require, you are part of the abundance then. It's like downloads. It's a beautiful state to be in. I've gone through the other path, really hard work, did everything like that. But it's very taxing. You do achieve, don't get me wrong, but there's a very high cost, and there is a way to actually get all and more, and for right purposes. So their karmic cycle is better control is when you go through this energy self that you are the. Okay, so this is what I'm sharing, which has helped me. It's nothing mine. I've acquired by 35, maybe even more than that, 40 years of questions, basically asking questions, reading, contemplating. Okay, so take it. It's very hard to just find it in one place otherwise. All right, so asanas, exercise. Shakyasana. Okay, so move your body. We do it minimum 3 times. It's symmetrical. It's mindful. So I keep talking, explaining. So you stay with, not only your body is exercising, but your thoughts are with it. So when you're moving your leg, you're observing and your thoughts are there. The impact of that happening with its impact on its cellular level is much higher. Then you do the same and your attention is not there. So intention, you have thought, you wake up, you put your time to it. But intention itself is actually quite helpful but without action, you really can't actually materialize. So you have to do action. So we sit down now. We took time. Now you're doing it. So doing it without the real attention. Action without attention, again, is dissipated energy. So you have to have the attention, so that's why I keep talking. Attention with intention becomes emotion. So you're involved with it. Now it's become to the cellular level. And that is where the difference happens, because your energy self only communicates in emotional state. It's an emotion which drives, and the emotion can either be negative and positive. So negative obviously will keep pulling you down, while a positive emotion keeps you rising. So this one, next one. So now we're doing specific exercises for your energy system. 72,000 nadi, 36,000 the crisscross from the base of the spine to top of your head. Now this one is good. So your right ankle or left knee, pressing the right knee, is targeting in a pressure wise, like a physical pressure now what we're pressing, but with the intention, thoughts, with action now becomes emotions. So you're pushing the energy up. So there's duality. Life is a duality in every aspect. Okay, physically you can observe dark and light, every part of life. So your creative source is by default there. It's like in animal, in plants, and it randomly it will do. And we are the creators. We can procreate. We survive. Fight, fight, flight, freeze. It happens automatically. It's part and parcel of our process of survival and living. The opposite side, same thing. Left ankle over right knee press. But if you were to actually source it in a intention with this action becoming emotional part of it, then the other side of it gets actually reflected, which is you as a co-creator in more than just being randomness. So your health, wealth, wisdom, life, it all starts there. That's why we call Brahma with Saraswati. So this knowledge there, Brahma, masculinity and femininity together always. So balance, and then with your attention and these actions, and with the breath work, and with the meditation, then you express the divine aspect of the same energy center. Okay. The next one's called Pratihara. So it's a growing level. So again, to live, you have to have desires, which drives you. Otherwise, you become very passive. So desires are essential component of lives, and most of our material aspect, how we live, is based on desire, and it achieves us. How we've achieved so much in last 200-300 years. Probably best time in last 20,000-30,000 years where we are now. But desire in self on one plane is only the 10% that we perceive with each of our senses, be it taste, what we see, what we hear. It's only 10% actually, and that's science. The beyond that, we are still don't know, have techniques to grasp everything. But these activities now growing actions that you put your mind to will express, so let you go into the deeper aspect of it. The subconscious part will be reprogrammed so that what you see, your power of vision, it's like a bird, or the hearing like an elephant, or smelling like a dog. All animals are there for those teaching purposes. On parallel universes, they're very powerful beings in themselves. But Earth is a small subset of creation, reflection. For humans, everything is a teaching activity, unless you open your mind. But if you act as like a bully, then no, nothing will happen. Okay, so the third one is called so at the belly button level, Manipur, so ego self. This makes us a person from second year of your life. As your fontanelle closes, the natural perception goes away. That's what I was saying in the introduction in the beginning. The true self that you are was there, usually in mom's tummy, and up to 2 years. But then to live in this life, you have to survive. And humans have the freedom, so you got that choice. And choice is, is like a two-edged sword basically. Whatever you feel in, it's like a sponge of a child. All those beliefs, ideologies, ways, it just becomes that person. It's not the person. Everybody is actually at a ground zero level. Purity is there in every single being. So the expression occurs, part of that is karmic deed itself, from your past lives. That's why you get into that kind of families. So that can be expressed if you don't decide to recorrect. So say I was listening to the one of the most extreme groups of people in Middle East. There was leader of the the fighting movement in Palestine and things. But his son decided to become someone else. The choice is always there in us. Do you want to take the side of the good or remain part of the bad? So choice is always there. But karmic impressions have a lot of impact. In the families that you are, the knowledge might not be there even. The belief and systems that are put in through second years of your life up to 2025. You are born. But there are people who keep showing that no, it is possible in the most horrible instances, for example, of that guy. So knowledge is very important. So know that the choices are still there. So that's how we'll work on this. The next one is called anahat. So at the heart level, it's the fourth dimension living. At this living, you are really more into living as a human being, or now beyond that, just a random life. And that emotional quotient, as I say, is the power of love. And love is not a selective love. It's animal, plants, human beings, everyone. To learn that, you really need to do some work. So it's called Vishuddhi, like a throat, which comes with the breathing exercise we'll do later. So it pushes your third dimension into fourth dimension. Then the fifth dimension, which is the intuitive ability, the sixth dimension, is becoming part of the creation itself. And seventh, on the top of the head, and eighth, you are being Shiva Shakti, like Shiva. Ratri we celebrated, the real Shiva, and the Shakti within, the merging of it. The Damru, the sound, that Om, that we put our attention to, is all part. It's all scientific, and it's very universal. Okay, so doing these exercises, thinking them in your mind, going through the rhythms of that, you become part of the rhythm of the creation. Yeah. Now, breath work is actually much more difficult than actually physical exercises. So for this, all these muscle exercises that we do are the ones which will help you with your deep breathing later on. So this Padmasana, lifting the back muscles, because otherwise they become very painful. Okay. Lie down, 45 degrees. Hold your legs, touch the floor. Back up, hold, touch the floor. Back up. Open your legs, upside in, inside out. Shoulder extend, Sarvangasana, push. Move your legs. Halasana, push your legs all the way. Pawan Muktasana, push your knee, right one to your nostril. Left side. Both knees. Hold your knee, lift yourself up, massage, back. Go to side to side, right, left. Trishasana, push your ankles to your palm, lift yourself up. push. Use your hands, lift. Support your neck, ankles together, knees together, Makarasana. Right, left, right, left, left. And then variation of it. Squeeze side to side. Navasana. Hold. Balance. Come up. Sit in Gomukhasana. Cow pose. Sitting on your right ankle, left ankle above your right knee. Twist your body. Extend your right hand, look at the back as far back as possible. Lift your left hand above your neck. Hold your fingers on the back. Press yourself onto your left knee. Then change side. Right ankle over left knee. When you try and sit on your left ankle, twist your body. Look at the back as far as you can. Extend your left hand. Right hand above your neck. Try and hold the fingers and touch your right knee this time. Now relax for a while. While you do that, do grounding. Tapping is very helpful. Tapping. Okay, sir. You can walk on a safe area, grass, sand, water. This is 1.4 volts by about 290 billion cells in your body. You have electrical energy, okay? Tap. Grounding is helpful. So massage the palms, the soles of your front, back of your hands, each of your fingers, both sides. And receptors, okay, so they connect to your motor sensory connection to your brain when you do this exercise. Now use your left thumb to press onto the radial artery on the right hand. Press. Now push your right thumb and hit the top of your right shoulder. Now left side, press. Then left thumb up to the left shoulder. Good. Exercise your wrists, pull up, push down, up and down. Rotate your shoulders. Now use your hands to rub sides of your hands. Do it 50 times. Now breathe in while you rub your palms of your hand and hold the breath. Now breathe out. As you breathe out, clap and Then at the same time, hold your breath now as it comes out, right? Breathe out and hold. Breathe in and out. Says Kumbhak, each aspect of your holding of your breath puts you in this place. What's the gap? That emptiness is where stillness is, and in stillness is all the abundance of life. So practice it. Now face the floor. You can do either plank position, or you can, if you want to do push-ups, let's do 100. Lie down flat, push your hands up, legs downwards like a Superman. Rest your chin on your thumb and push your legs towards your bum. Now push yourself up on the right side and look at the left ankle. Push up. Then sign. Now, Makaras or Sarapasana, actually hold your ankles and wrists together. Move your body from right side to left. Hands per side. Push your legs up. One more time. Open your legs. Inside out. Outside in. Hold your ankles. Lift yourself up as you breathe out. In. Out. In. Out. Right side. Left. One more time. Support your right leg, lift yourself up. Do the same on the left side. Now, just be on one leg, balance. Oh, inside. on your fours, your hands and your knees. Breathe in and out. As you breathe out, hold the breath. In and out. In, out. Out. In. In. Up. In and out. Palakasana. Pose. Reverse Namaste. Back. Keep sitting. This is Vajrasana. Push your fingers on your belly button. Breathe out as you go down. In. Increase the pressure with your left palms on your right fingers. Go down again. Hold your breath. In. Now right palm over left fingers. Press on your belly button. Go down. Up. Hands along your thighs at the level of your kidneys here, adrenal glands. Okay. Press the fingers as you breathe out. Go down. Breathe in. Stirasana. Push yourself up. Balance on your knees. And push back. Up. Sit on the ankles now. Support with your palms and then push back. If you can go all the way, let's do. Push all the way. Come on. Sit in this position, Vajrasana again. Exercises for your eyes. Open your hands, neck straight, eyes, just eyeballs move to the right side. On the left side. Diagonally up the right side corner. Left side downwards. Left side up in the corner. Right side downwards. Horizontal again, right side. Left side. Hands on your thighs, look as far as you can. And at tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose. Go clockwise 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Go anti-clockwise 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Your exercise for your neck. Push on the right side. And then on the left side. Chin downwards. Forehead. Back. Move your neck gently clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Now, balance yourself if you can on your knees like this. The side, opposite side. On your tummy. And lie down. Lift yourself up without using your hands. Let's come up. Okay. Now stand up. Standing up exercises. Okay. Breathe in and out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Stretch your hand. Both sides. Front. Good. Now stand on your toes, straighten yourself up. Vrichyasana. On your right leg, on your left. Now stretch on the right side. Lift your hand and then lift your left leg. Balance. Do the same on the left side. Anjali Asana, go down, down, hold your ears, hold Malasana, exercise for your knees, clockwise, 3 times, anti-clockwise, hips, anti-clockwise, now gratitude exercise, Chandra Namaskar, sun, position, reflection of light, food source, everything, tidal waves, inner hormone secretion, Trikonasana. Up, push leg, then go down, lift your heads up, come up, sit on your right ankle, do the same on the left side, Trikona, bend down, sit yourself up, then sit on your left ankle, come up, now ultimate gratitude exercise called Surya Namaskar. So it's Surya Namaskar, look towards sun, without sun, there is nothing, there is no life. Our universe is our sun, everything is in movement, in motion, it's such a well defined, physics of how everything happens. Sun, its energy itself, this shows what sun is. It's the same way inside us. The energy that is there is expressing itself in whatever motion that we allow through our senses. But it's there, always there. You just have to become aware of it, observe it, to know it. So, otherwise, same with sun, all the energy happens, everything, you don't want to give credit, it will always be there. But because it has to sustain the creation, it keeps doing that. How we utilize it for what source, nuclear, bombs, and destroy, it's your choice. It's the same with our body, the source is in us. The direction that we put it into is still the freedom of us as humans. That's why we are different from other 84 million species that are there. So look east, okay, Surya Namaskar. Breathing exercise with movements. Breathe in, push your hands up. Breathe out, touch your toes. Now push your right leg back. Go in what's called Asthangasana. Bhuja lifting up, Parvatasana, like a mountain pose. Right leg followed by left. Push your left leg in, all the way up. Now breathe again. We do it from the left side. Out. Touch your toes. This time left leg. Asthangasana. Bhujangasana. Parvatasana. Right. Followed by left leg in. Second cycle from the right side. Breathe in and out. Push. Touch your toes. Right leg goes back. Lift. Push your left leg in. All there. Now do the second cycle from the left side. Breathe in and out. One and push. And then breathe out. Touch your toes. Left leg goes back. Ashtanga Bhujangasana. Left leg followed by right leg. Push right leg in. All the way up. Third cycle from the right side. Breathe in. One, push. All the two, touch your toes. Three, right leg goes back. Four, plank position. 5 Asthangasana, 6 Bhujangasana, 7 Parvatasana, 8 right leg, 9 left leg, 10 left leg in, 11 up, and 12. Do it. Third cycle from the left side. Breathe in and out. 1. Push all the way up. Touch your toes, left leg. Lift. Push your right leg in, all the way up. That's just 3 cycles, yeah? Only 3 cycles, and you feel entire body is being exercised already. Imagine doing 10 cycles or 50 cycles. You get full workout in a week. So choice is yours. As I said, life we make it difficult, sometimes complex. If that's the way you can do it, at least keep doing. But otherwise it's very simple. Your home, your body weight, your dedication and discipline is what's required. But whatever path you follow, try and reach the summit of it, okay? Otherwise you are just lost in the path. Okay, balancing. Okay, on your hands. On your ankles, sorry, on your elbows. And if you can do headstand, you can do headstand. If you can't, just do the shoulder stand, okay? So we'll help blood flow down from the legs to the heart and the heart to the brain. Just give rest to the body, to the heart basically. Alright? Okay, head to toe exercises in this time period. Okay, in the discomfort of your home even. Most of the time you'll be only getting ready to reach a gym or somewhere to go. But if you learn, you can do it in your own home. Last exercise is called it's a dead man pose, okay? Shavasana. So in Shavasana, keep your hands by your side. Then I talk through you, including what's called Yog Nidra in it. So your sleep. You're trying to mimic your sleep in a conscious state. Whatever you program yourself is your subconscious, but it's what directs your conscious life. And this is most of the time we don't know. Why we behave, we label as a personality and all this stuff. But it's something already recorded in your subconscious that expresses. The good thing is you can change your subconscious, but it takes real effort when you get older. That's why when the kids are young, from 2 years to 13, 14, it's the best time to put in, as I say, it's a sponge, the brain, the right path of life. Dharma, righteous principle, rather than religious beliefs, which with all the good intentions they have, the interpretation can be very, very odd. But dharma is beyond it. It's called righteous principles. It's eternal. It's called Sanatan. So it's very important to not get carried away by this kind of belief systems and your identity, which is again not yourself. But there's a direction on the righteous principles. The dharma is from the Vedas. It says old as creation. That's why it's called Sanatan or eternal. Alright, so it's your choice. And choice is what can make you or destroy you. That's the thing about being human. So hands by side, we go into the subconscious now, activities, which is through your breath. Breathe in through your nostrils. Deep breath all the way to the lungs. Now visualize the eye was setting the 90% I said that you don't utilize, use that eye to see the oxygen binding to hemoglobin, which goes into red blood cells, and red blood cells takes it to the heart. Heart, with this mechanical machine that it is, pumps. Within 1 minute, the entire body is given new, fresh blood and oxygen. It's doing itself. It's subconsciously happening. It's parasympathetic. Your responsibility is your breath. Take some effort to breathe deeply and your attention to it, and express gratitude because it keeps going on. Breathe in and out again. Out, press on your belly button. Visualize now blood returning from your toes, from your head to your heart, and back to the lungs, and the reverse happens. Carbon dioxide and other gases are coming out. Again, your contribution is only in terms of breathing it properly. Your attention part, emotion part is giving gratitude to the creation, the molecules of the space, world that it makes this body, Akash, Vayu, Nijal, Prithvi, the actions that we perform, motor sensory, perception that happens through the Apan Pran, Rupa, Rang, Sparsh, Gandh, Sound. This is your attention to it, and the purity comes in the body. So that is the choice. If you leave it to randomness, this will happen at a very superficial level. Breathe again. The third pran is called Saman. As you breathe out, put your attention above your belly button. Visualize the sun. As I described earlier, the energy source inside us, that power, that heat that comes through is called Saman, Pran. The glow, the beauty, the energy, the creation, the abundance. Breathe again. As you breathe out, the fourth prana is called Udan. Push your attention from your belly button to the level of your chin. Heart, 5 liters of blood. Plasma. The fluidity of this body. Like the earth surrounded by 80% water. Each of your cells are surrounded to 80% water. They are gatekeepers. This electrical impulse that passes through this watery liquid part. The whole purpose of the exercise that we were doing was moving your spinal cord, Meruband, because the life source, which creates life in just a random manner that you can do through your desire, floats through your spinal cord all the way up if you preserve. The brain gets washed, seeps through your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, your eyes, your ears, your nose, the mucus there, the salivary glands, mouth, your lungs, your heart, your tummy, everywhere. This fluidity of the body. Sheetal, the cohesion. Say, express some gratitude and focus some attention to it and drink water. Because that helps you, not soda, not alcohol, no, not kava. There's no better drink than water. And the more natural water it is, like pure lakes, wells. So we have minerals. Breathe again. The fifth prana is called Vyan. As you breathe out, push your attention from your chin right to the top of your head. It's called Vyan. Looks after you. Bones, skeletal muscles, 205 bones, skeletal muscle, 90,000 kilometers of blood vessels, lymphatic, nerves, your biology, the physiology, the biochemical, the atoms, the subatomic, the molecular, the DNA. All the structural component of this body is run through them. Then there's 5 other prana called Nag, Kuruma, Karikal, the Dhananjaya, the more subtle activities of this body. It's all about breath. Doesn't mean that the science still doesn't understand that depth of the breath work. It's the knowledge is not there. Science is catching up with lots of this knowledge. like the James Webb telescope is learning about the universe. Same thing happens with our inner body. There's more than what we can measure. Breathe again. The second subconscious activity that happens again beyond us as 90%, the breath work was subconscious. Same thing with digestion. 10% is your choice depending on your knowledge, and if you're seriously knowing ethical, moral principle, understanding the structure of this body, and the depth of dharmic, righteous principles. Sometimes our senses give us signals. If something is too gross to your eyes and your taste, tongue and things, don't put in them in your mouth. In the natural state, whatever we are going to eat has to be attractive enough. If you have to do some game playing with it, then you are tricking or lying to yourself. That's why butchers are not in the main streets, but Aldi and others are nicely covered with colors and scented perfumes and things to trick you. If you want to get tricked, that's your choice. But are you a slave to everyone else, or you are more independent and knowledgeable and taking the principles of your birth as a human more seriously? The structure of your mouth, the teeth, digestion starts in your mouth, your blood pressure, your heart rate, lots of functions are controlled by physiology through your mouth. Different colored fruits and vegetables, the action they do. Your long esophagus at 40 centimeters, 8 meters is small part. It's too long. It's suited for vegetable based food. You have 38 trillion bacteria. These bacteria, the prebiotics, the probiotics, the postbiotics, they are dependent on fiber foods, legumes, nuts, fermented vegetables. Okay? Our forefathers always had these six different taste foods that they ate one time, and they all had this synergistic effect on preserving this good bacterial population in ourselves. Your anga of what you prefer to eat is usually the bacteria in your tummy, which is asking you to put either refined, ultra-processed foods or destructive foods, because those type of bacteria are growing inside you now. It takes time, but if you change your habit and go on to the good bacteria, which prefer vegetable foods, then it has a positive impact on your body, your heart disease, your diabetes, your blood pressure, cancer, all these things, your autoimmune diseases, they all start getting better. Because bacteria has huge role inside. Breathe again. Attention to the sides of your tummy, these kidneys, the adrenal glands are sitting on top. The balancing act, excretory function. What about the sweat, spitting, sweating, all this sneezing that we do? Who is responsible for that rubbish that we produce? That's why Yajna ceremony was the only ritualistic ceremony our distant past forefathers did. It was to cleanse the environment. And with that, the mantras that we utilized was a gratitude exercise. As the universe that gives as is above, so is below, is you express gratitude to the little you have in your life, being humble. Not some odd kind of jokes that a lot of my friends make about these things. Because the gratitude exercise, being humble, being generous, being caring, being sharing, has huge amount of positive chemical mediator productions in this body, and the gene amplification on a positive pathway for your life. So it's not about some Reddit talkings and things. No, they have direct scientific evidence of what it does to your body cells at your DNA level. It's not about genes, it's epigenetics, the impact of your thoughts, what you eat, what you say. And as I say, the emotion part is 1,000 times more stronger than even the thought part. So when you express gratitude, these are all emotional components. Being happy for others, clapping for others, understanding others, not rather becoming completely woke-minded and becoming the most intolerant person in the name of when you are trying to teach tolerance. That's the biggest hypocrisy here. Breathe again deeply. Now, put your attention to your fingertips, move it to the wrist, to the elbows, to the shoulders, back of your neck, down the 33 vertebral columns behind your bum, behind your knee, right to the sole of your feet, in front of your leg, your patella bone, your thighs, come to the base of your spine. On the left side is called Ida, on the right side is called Pingla, and 36,000 of this as they cross, like a serpentine movement from the base of sacrum. They're called Sushumna Nadi. So Ida is associated with position of moon and the described impact of moon, what it does. The right side is called Pingla, impact on your sun, the circadian rhythm. When to sleep, when to wake, the hormone secretion, the pineal gland stimulation, the thyroid, parathyroid, bone marrow, mada, maja, asti, your immune system, antibodies, the ninja mutant like T cells, adrenal glands, fight, flight, freeze. That's only for acute instances of when you need to respond, not 16, 18 hours a day, but your vagus nerve, rest, repair, regeneration, your heart rate, your blood pressure, all these functions are controlled by this, your digestive function, your food movement, adrenal glands, your pancreas, gallbladder, liver, entire function is regulated through vagus nerve. It's a subconscious or parasympathetic activity. Yoga is only one of the few things that actually brings you that level of stimulation of vagus nerve. That's why we need to do it. It's not about pleasing or doing something externally, it's all about inside. So bring your attention to the base of the spine, come up, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Mani, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Nashikara, Trikuti, Ajnas, Brahmin, Brahmudra. Okay, beyond this physical attributes, your subtle mind, your mind as it runs around, how powerful it is. Within seconds, it's up to the Pluto, faster than even the light, speed of light. How fast it goes. Only if you wait to learn how to make it a laser-like focus, what can you achieve in your life? That's what happens to people like Elon Musk and them. It's a laser-focused mind, thought, combined with emotion, with a huge goal of making humanity better. So visualize yourself now watching from the ceiling of his body, his mind, you're taking the subtle body out, outer body experience, International Space Station now, Earth spinning, 22,000 kilometers per second, tilting at 18,000 kilometers. The 9 planets that are held together, the Jupiter, it holds the asteroids from destroying the Earth, the Kumbh Melas that we do, this time from Sun, Moon, the space between Sun, Moon, Earth, that plane of existence. Nashkita is speaking with Yamraj, asking about what life is. Umetri, speaking with Yajmalka. Then the Sun holds this planetary system in the Milky Way and goes around the Sun for 200,000 kilometers, 20 cycles done, 22 left. And then there are about 300 trillion stars in this galaxy. And then there are more than 300 trillion galaxies. So who are we? Understand the creation. That's the purpose of life. Who are you? Why are you born as a human being, and what is this universe? What is this creation? The time dilation, the parallel universes, Earth-like planets, the event horizon, the cosmic horizon. We only know 3% of it. 97% we have no idea, and we say we are the masters of everything. Little science we know, we think, oh, everything is there. How egoistic. Like the umbilical cord, like mother as if creation, your father. You yourself are part of a bigger creation. There's a silver cord. Purpose is to link yourself to this, because you are part of the creation itself, and you are the co-creator. You're unique, everyone is. You have this huge potential. Find, learn, tap into it. There's just abundance. Health, wealth, wisdom. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in out. Okay, so Yoga Nidra takes the brain waves, moves from beta to alpha to theta to delta. And if you keep practicing with now, combined with breath work, then you can move to gamma waves. A lot of these things are now being validated. It's all in the Yoga. Shastra Patanjali, Rishi Patanjali has written Swami Dayananda, and Krishna has taught to Arjuna. Krishna learned from his guru, Sannyas. Like Ram learned from Vashish. They all learned. They got advanced as human beings, where we label them as godly. They were human beings. But little mind can or twist all these things. Okay, so you take some responsibility of trying to find the truth. That is the biggest service you can do to yourself. Don't be flowing in a herd without even question in a positive manner life. These exercises are very helpful to guide your brain, because you have to reach that stage of your neurons where they can ask these kind of questions and they start receiving. Otherwise, brain and we as human only are or have the potential of actually doing what your own background is. You have to raise it. Whatever level you are, you'll always be otherwise totally egoistic and defensive of what state of living you are in, which is in itself obstruction. So you have to learn to climb, and breath work is very powerful in that. The first one is called Bhastrika. Breathing in through nostrils, in and out, and while you're breathing, you push your belly button in and out. So now you realize why we need to do this exercise, because the tummy muscles are involved. There is no other exercise which is so good in exercising your organs internally. And not only the physical organs internally, but your nerve systems, your cellular level of stimulation in muscles, tendons, ligaments. We can do it through other gym work and other things, even asanas done. But beyond that, Bhastika pranayam. See how hard it is, even doing 1 minute, 2 minutes, it's so difficult. So you're jogging and running, can do for hours. Not easy. That's why it takes time. Everything in hard, it's good or really a high level you want to achieve requires real work. If it's on randomness, just know that. If it's at comfort level, it's not happening. You are just rolling about in your life. Next one is called Agnisar, fire, path. So we breathe deeply, breathe out everything, and then hold the breath. When you are holding it, select out your belly button, push in and out. And over time, I've learned that and acquired it, you can hold breath for much, much longer time than what you think you can. Just by practice. And there's lots of positive effect that happens in your body when you hold your breath. That gap, that space that you go in is actually that space beyond. Within your body you can actually feel it. And has huge amount of physiological impact on your body. So breathe in and out and hold your breath as long as you can while you push your belly button out and in. You can't hold, then breathe in and out again. In, out, hold, and push your belly button in and out. In and out. One more time. Ujjayi pranayam. Feel the vibration in your throat. Put your chin on your chest and increase the pressure. Once the lung is full, then lift your neck up and then press your right nostril, breathe out to the left. Roll your tongue, breathe through your tongue, out through your nostrils. Towards your lips, in through your lips. Breathe like a crow. Antra, all in, hold, kumbha. Then all out, vahi, hold, vahi, kumbha. And when you're pushing, push your tongue out like kalima, or like the haka exercise, yeah? So in, Kapalbhati. The Kapal is the diaphragm tunnel, metaphorically reopening. Okay, so you can reconnect to the universe. So it's an exhalation exercise, so you rhyme it with your breath at whatever speed you can do. You don't have to compete, but do it for a while. When you go in that space, it takes away all your thoughts away. You're completely still in yourself, your mind-wise, while you're doing the breathing exercise. Yeah, keep your back straight. So it's like that, okay? So let's do it for a while. breathe in, then all out, then hold the breath. Close your orifices, Mulban, Jalandan, Vanudanban, as long as you can. When you can't hold anymore, then breathe in. Visualize the movement along your spine, yeah? Shiva Shakti. Anulom Vilom. Out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, Nadi Shodhan, into the left, quietly and hold it, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, to the left, meditation. स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ये परम पिता परमात्मा आपने बिंदु के निर्वृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आपके पास संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके मैं पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराई हो। प्रतिहारा ओ मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन सुख में 5 महाभूत आकाश वायु 5 तन मात्राएं रूप रंग स्पर्श 10 चित्त में अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा body की feeling की mind की emotion की thoughts की मैं I'm not the 5 primordial elements that makes you the 5 elements that transport the attention to the mind, memory, ego or intelligence. But I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life, I'm part and part of the entire creation. Atma Alpaj है, परमात्मा स्वराज है। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ, मैं शुद्ध आत्मा। Introspection, detachment, dissociation, धारणा ध्यान, धर्म लक्षण अवस्था, concentration, contemplation, meditation. Indirect path, direct in the highway का पहला स्वर व्यापक स्वर शक्तिमान स्वर अंतर्यामी जन्मानंद पर निर्विकार नित्य पौधे सृष्टि करता। इसी किस्ते प्रार्थना उपासना की ओर योग हमें धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष पर हमारे ब्राह्मी सत्य व्यस्त नौद्रिव आकाश वायु पृथ्वी हर काल रस 24 गुण 33 कोटियाँ बनाने चला ईश्वर आप आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आत्मिक क्रिएटर ऑर्गेनाइजर प्रोटेक्ट omniscient omnipotent generator operator protector maintainer destroyer destroyer eternity though keep showering your blessing all desires all livings always whatever is good and beneficial for us provide a wisdom happiness peace contentment love and affection be like that lotus flower living with the tear or detached का दूसरा सब रक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक पृथ्वी लोक वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म कारण gross physical body, ethereal, subtle body, causal, karmic body, pure consciousness, the cosmic vortex, Chakya, Rakusaying, Mars, Sakina, Bal, Nabaka, the sheet, Avenger, protect at every plane, 7 within earth, Tal, Patal, 7 within the ocean, 7 within the body, 7 within the atmosphere. There is no randomness or accident, all are coincident, distinct, no, this is symphony, harmony, hemostasis. सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति छोड़ क्षमा सरलता स्थित निवृत्तांकार सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति शरीर स्वस्थ परिपुष्ट मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर और आपके संस्परी सारी शक्ति में हृदय में दयाता सहानुभूति वाणी में मिठास हो हमारी दृष्टि में प्यार बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से प्रयोग कर रहे हमें व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल और दीनाथ दिनों के मध्य में चलने वाले ईश्वर Make all the virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearless, humbleness, the good qualities, positive body, wealth, and strong mind, pure and light, and soul divine. Through blessings and company of our sensitive and light heart of compassion, sympathy, words be male, vision of love from the creation, education, vision of personality, be virtuous and great. Oh, Katisa Shuddhamasi, Buddhamasi, Muktamasi, आप शुद्ध पवित्र तत्वमसी ब्रह्मास्मि सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति रितम अच्छे गुण क्रम स्वभाव ज्ञान क्रम उपासना विज्ञान क्रम निर्वना की प्राप्ति तामसिक इनर्शिया नेगेटिविटीज आसुरपन राजसिक चंचलतापन मंकी माइंड में सात्विक गुणों सत्वगुण निष्काम के निस्वार्थ भाव अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अग्निवेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा जन लगाओ बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या द्वेष कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर कर हमारी बातचीत का श्लेष प्राप्ति हो जागृत स्वप्न तूर्य तूर्य तर भार्गव भार्गव चेतना शब्द वाणी संकल्प ध्यान ज्ञान अंजन लगी एकाशक्ति आशात्मक कृष्ण प्रतिष्ठा वितेष्टा मैत्री भाव करुणा उपेक्षा की शक्ति अन्य कोश मन में प्राण में कोई विज्ञान आनंद में यम अहिंसा सत्य ब्रह्मचर्य अपिग्रह नियम स्वसंतोष सप्रसिद्ध ईश्वर परिधान कर चित्त मूल वृत्ति एकाग्र निरुपदा चित्त वृत्ति निरोधा सर्विकल्स सर्विचार सर्वी से नरवी संप्रजय संप्रजय सरगुण से निर्गुण शान कैवल्य ध्यान ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था अर्थ सिद्धि अनिमा महिमा गरिमा गरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति प्रकम्य स्थवा विस्तवा प्राण दुख हरता सुख प्रदाता अनंत काल से उपकार अपनी आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामना को पूर्ण कर हमें जो काशमान पवाते थे हम केवल निशेष रूप का ध्यान करते अपनी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित कीजिए। Give up life, remove pain, sorrow, beast of happiness, create a universe, the utmost luminous, divided over, meditate on the peace, by and guide or intellect in the right direction. ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्मा ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्मा ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्मा ओम आनंद ओम आनंद ओम आनंद। मन चिकित्सा तक चक्षुर्देहितम पुरुषाचुकृत मुचत पशे में शरदशतम जीवे में शरदशतम सुनयाम में शरदशतम प्रभाम में शरदशतम दीनश्याम शरदशतम पुष्यम शरदाशतात यज्ञाग्रत दूर में दैविकम दैवितम दूरम ज्योतिषाम ज्योतिरिकम तन्मे मनाशी संकल्प मस्तुम त्र्यंबकम में जामहे सुगंधिम पुष्पिवर्धन गुरुवार वंदना मृत्युर्मुक्षमा मृत्यु तेजो मसी पलमसी बल में देमोजो मसी ओजो में निर्वीर मसी वीर में देव सहो मसी सुतन पाग्नि स्तनो पर विद्युदाग्नि शिवचो में तनो मातन तमेव माचित पिता तमेव बंधु शिखा तमेव विद्याधर विनम तमेव सर्वम मम देव तुम श्वान देव सवितर्दलतानि पराश्वयत्पत्तन्दाश हिरण्यगर्भासवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पतिरेख्याशी सदाधारिपित बिंद्यामुत्तम कस्मै देवायाभिषाम या आत्मदावलदायिष्य विश्वोपास पश्यम यस्य देवस्य चामृतमस्य मृते कस्मै देवायाभिषाम प्राण तो निमिषतो मयि त्वयि कन्द्रजाजतो भावो यायस्य द्वीपचस्पृतुष्पदा कस्मै देवायाभिषाम येन दुर्गा पृथ्वी च दिरा येन सवितम येन नाक यो अंतरिक्षे राजेशो विमान कस्मै देवया विश्वाभिदेम भूम प्रजापति नदीतान्न विश्वाजातानि परिता भाववत् कामास्ते जुहुमस्नसु श्याम पतरोरेण सन्नो बंधु जनित सविदाता धाम भुवे नानि विश्वयत्र देवामृतमानशानाशि धामन्न धैर्यन्तम अग्नेन सुप्तारस्मान् विश्वानि देवो वयुनानि विद्वा यदस्म जहुरान मेनु भूशान्ते नमः उक्तिं विदेमो नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमा शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमा शिवाय च शिवाय ओम शन्नो मित्र शन्वरुण शन्नो भरिगो हरि शन्नो इंद्र बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु रुक्मा नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते चं ब्रह्मादित्यं ऋतं ब्रह्मादिशामि रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्ममौतु तद्वाक्तारामौतु औतु मामौतु वाक्तं शन्न देवी रविष्टे आपो भवतु पीते शन्नो रवि शर्वन्तु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मंगलम भवतु स्वस्ति न इंद्रो बृहद्देवाश स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्वदा स्वस्ति निष्ठाचर्यो अनिष्ठनी स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्ददातु नम सहना भवतु सहना भवतु सवीर्यं कर्वा वही तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु वाग्विषां देना तेना बुद्धिमता यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांड तथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांड यथा दृष्टि तथा सृष्टियों पूर्णिवाय कर्माणि विजय विषयतां समायुतो इति नान्यतिथि अस्ति न कर्म निपते न ओम योगे योगे तवास्त्रम वाज्य वाज्य हवा में सखाइंद्रम ऊते मस्तमा सत्यगमय तम सुमा ज्योतिर्गमय अमृतमामृतम गमय ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखी सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःख भावं तुम पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमदाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते देव शांति अंतरिक्ष गुरु शांति पृथ्वी शांति राप शांति रोष दय शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्व देव शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांति रे क्षमा शांति रे ओम शांति ओम कराग्रसिवस्य लक्ष्मी कर मध्य सरस्वती कर बोले तो जो मानते कर दे रहे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Thank you for joining. All the best for the week. Enjoy next Sunday again. Keep doing something for yourself. Yeah. Keep on.